How's it going, everyone? My name is True Underdog, and today we're gonna have a look at Devora, because I've heard some rumors that people think she's very, very bad. In fact, some people speculate she might be the worst character in the game. And as far as Mortal Kombat 11 goes, I haven't touched Devora. Now, I did play her quite a bit in MKX. I have a guide for her, and I've played her for a few hours, so pretty good practice with her in that game. But as far as Mortal Kombat 11 goes, no gameplay experience whatsoever. Now, I have watched some videos breaking down what she can do, so I'm not going in completely blind, but I guess I'm saying I've done the minimal amount of homework, but I'm still ready for the exam, teacher. Give it to me. Let's go. Alright, so first up, let's look at these universals. Ooh, hold on now. What's the range on this? Ooh, that's pretty good. I don't know. That looks like it ducks under stuff too. Pretty good range for that sweep. That ain't half bad. Ooh, look at the short hop. Oh my goodness. Oh, so she has range going for her. So even from this distance, I have like a 50-50. Even if I'm not close, so she's got pretty good hitboxes on that. Pretty good. What's the uppercut like? That looks kind of suspect. I'm not sure. Does not appear to hit above her or behind her at all, which isn't expected, but not the best. Okay, jump-ins. Okay. Looks like Baraka's jumping. Nothing bad there. Doop-a-doo. Doop-a-doo. Oh my god, look at that. Wow, I don't know, you guys. Her universals seem pretty darn strong. Look at the range on this. Okay, I gotta learn a farther reaching normal, but that's still pretty darn good. Look at that. That might be one of the furthest reaching jump-ins in the game that you can actually combo after. Not the best jumping kick, but that jumping punch, oh my god, look at that thing. That is ridiculous. Okay, she seems pretty good. I don't know, you guys. What are the throws like? Let's see, what's the throws? Oh wow, really far away. Okay, that's the same. I appreciate that. And you can actually control it in this one, that's right. Doesn't go full screen? Oh wow. Well, that's interesting. Does the enhanced version track? It does not. You gotta do that one too. Alright, interesting. Almost forgot the good old back throw. So this does seem like the first big issue I'm noticing. She's supposed to be an in-your-face character with some far-reaching normals that advance, and yet her throws don't leave the opponent close at all, so she kinda has to get back in again. That kinda sucks. Same problem Kotal Khan has. He's not good from a distance, but his command grabs and throws put you very far away. So in a way, it's like detrimental to his gameplay. And it seems like Devora might have that problem too, but let's go ahead and look at these moves. Alrighty here. Safe on block, safe on block. Not safe. Okay, not safe. That string just ends. That's kind of weird. Okay, we have this string. Interesting. So far, they all seem fairly safe. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, that's an unsafe boy. That's an even more unsafe boy. That's safe, oddly enough. Alright. Safe. I believe barely punishable, but depends on the distance, right? If she knocks him back, it might still be safe, and then we have neutral. Okie dokie. Not too many attack strings, but a pretty healthy amount. So that's her go-to, looks like. So her second hit is a mid. That's good. That's nice to have. For some people, the first two attacks are both highs, and that means uppercut city. So at least she has a mid right away. That's nice. And then you have the throw. Is that for ending combos, I'm guessing? She switches sides though, and you can't change that. That kind of sucks. I wish for moves like this, you could actually choose. I don't like having to switch sides. That's kind of rough. But I guess it is situational, otherwise you would do something like this. Ooh, it's the same input. And you enhance it. Ooh, knocks him away though. Not sure if you want that. Okay, that's her advancing move. So if I land that jump in at like max range, is that what I do? Look at that, that's nuts. Look at the range this girl has. My lord, that's nuts. Okay, can't do that. Can't do that. So... Okay, is that a dial-in? Yeah, it is. That's fun. Can I cancel that? No, you can't cancel it. I thought maybe you could special cancel somewhere in there. Kind of like Aaron Black's dial-in, but it looks like nope. Ooh, that's the old-fashioned. No longer an overhead, though. That's to be expected, though, in Mortal Kombat 11. You don't got quite so many 50-50s in this game. Okay, and she has, like, this instead? Oh, wow, that's really, really cool. Her animations sure are fun. And she has an advancing mid. Some characters don't have that. Noob Cybot. Noob Cybot needs something like that, but doesn't have it. Okay. That's pretty darn fun. I like that. And the low version is actually unsafe. I mean, is safe. I mean, the overhead is actually safe. Oh yeah, so I've heard about this one. I've heard that certain players can actually just duck under this, which is awful because it's an overhead. And that happened to me a ton in the beta. So let's go ahead and see. Now, okay, maybe they fixed it, but I've heard some characters she just goes right over, which is terrible, and they can actually whiff punish her too, so that's not good. This final one I've heard, yeah, it ends with a high attack. This one's nuts. So her like standard move from MKX will now miss entirely. So they can uppercut that. I kind of wish a lot of attack strings were like this just for the meta, because then you could learn which moves are high attacks and uppercut the middle or end of a string. But for most characters, only the first hits are highs. But for D'Vorah, the ending string is a high. That is ridiculous. I'm pretty sure that is safe anyway, so it's not the best option, but she does have that. No low special moves though aside from this, right? Is this a low? I'm gonna assume this might be a low. Yeah, so she has that, but it's way too slow. Can you enhance it? It's a mid if you enhance it. Wow, so no mix-up when you enhance it. That kind of sucks. Okay, starting to see what people might have an issue with concerning this character. And that's her low. So the range on this thing is nuts. What's her overhead? That's the overhead. So that's her universal overhead. I heard one person say that she has a 50-50. She does not. Everyone can knock the players down with lows and overheads. That's not a 50-50. You gotta be able to combo after it, and she does not have that. She has the low, but so can she do that? Doesn't seem fast enough. Because that's a very slow move. Yeah, I don't see that working. Yeah, I don't think she really has 50-50s. I don't think she even has low combo starters. I don't think she has either. I don't think she has an overhead or a low starter. I think she's like Noob Saibot. She just has to whiff punish you. I think that's all she can do. And pressure you, right? Okay, a high and then a low. That's bizarre. Because in the other game, that's not what it did. So if she has an overhead special move, I know she does, but maybe not in the tournament variations. I should have mentioned that. We're only looking at the tournament variations today. Okay, so that seems interesting. Now, most of these are safe. That's like the one thing helping out D'Vorah here. Most of these things are safe. They're not plus, but they are safe. And this one's neutral, so it's a neutral low. That's pretty crazy. So nothing too insane for D'Vorah. Nothing too crazy. So now we look at the actual moves. Fireflies, uh-oh. That's a fun song, I like that song. She can do it in the air. Okay, and she can control it. Interesting. And we know about the ground swarm already, but let's go ahead and keep that. Infested. Oh, that's her anti-air, I think. Sweet. How do you even pronounce that? Look at that weird thing. Okay, keep going. Gotta keep going. And then swarm. She has a lot of moves. Okay, here we go. So, fireflies. Oh, that's these. Yeah, like her armpit bugs. I don't think they're meant to fly out of her armpit, but that's what it looks like. She has them in the air too. Oh wow, okay, they're different. That's an entirely different move. I don't know why they call that air firefly. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So those are the mids. These things are gonna be really good against players who can't teleport. Characters like Jackie or Jax, but against anyone else, these will not be good. Now she can direct them. What's the meter burn? Does she do multiple? I could have sworn she had a meter burn. Yeah, there we go. Oh my god, she has 3. So it now becomes a bullet hell video game. That's awesome. That's really cool. So that's kind of like zoning, which is weird because she's not a zoner. Maybe in some situations you could do that, like the pressure. That's kind of fun. And they got to deal with it. Yeah, that could be a lot of fun. Like you do that. Oh, dropped it. You do that, and then you run in. They got to deal with you. I could see that being pretty fun, though I don't have very good normals for that. Oh, that was the advancing move, right? That's like her go-to advancing move. That has better range than this, right? No, it does not. No, well, it scoots forward more, though. They're both pretty good, though. She's got some advancing moves that are good. So, we already saw Ground Swarm. That's her, like, go-to combo extender. Yeah, that's what you want to do. Oh. Could have sworn I saw that. What is her low, like, I mean, her anti-air look like? I want to see that. Okay. And then she knocks him down. Okay. And that's a good distance. See, that's where you actually want the opponent to be at. So that's a good go-to combo ender. And I've heard it's a really good anti-air too, so that's interesting. She enhanced this. Oh, she restands. Oh, she leaves the baby in him, right? If you counter a jumping attack with this, you get crushing blow, so that's pretty sick. That's pretty good. I see that being pretty good. We have the setup bug. The poopy bug. This poopy bug is like her go-to pressure tool. And it seemed like people were getting excited with that until they learned that if she blocks or gets hit, it goes away. Going away on hit, I understand, but I don't like it when moves go away on block. What kind of blocking stance is that, D'Vorah? You're just letting every attack through. You're not defending anything. That's hilarious. So the poopy bug, from what I've seen though, isn't the best because you can't really set it up. They can just hit you. It takes forever to come out. And if you block, you're in trouble, right? So, let's see. Yeah, you have all day to hit me there, looks like. So poopy bug, and then you're forced to hit, like, block it. Okay, that's interesting. So I could do an overhead that knocks you down, or I can go for a low and get my combo, which is cool. And then if you enhance it, you get several, right? You get 3. And what some people thought was really cool about getting 3 poopy bugs is that you can actually do a throw. And even if they break the throw, you still get a combo. So that was pretty crazy. People were excited about that. You can even jump in, I'm pretty sure. So whether the throw lands or they tech it, I'm pretty sure you still get the combo. People were very excited about that because they're like, ooh, combo city. But once again, I haven't seen anybody set it up reliably because it takes so long to recover and they can just hit you and you're forced to block. Now, if she had some sort of invincible move, she could kind of offset that. Maybe in the corner you'll see some stuff happen, but I've heard Devora mains say that you just can't get anything started with her, and that's the main issue. Swarm. So that's her combo ender, I think, as far as raw damage goes. Ooh, and then you have the bugs around you. Does that do damage over time, or? I think it just restands. It does a lot more damage too. It's like 100 for one hit. That's really good. That's a ton of damage. That's almost an uppercut. That's pretty crazy. And then we have this. So this thing is cool because if you enhance it, it's safe on block, I'm pretty sure. Are they all mids? Nice. So you're forced to block it. That's cool. Yeah, if you enhance it, you're totally safe. Otherwise, you're in trouble, but you can totally enhance it. Now, I'm not entirely sure why you have to because most of Devora's stuff isn't unsafe anyway, but it's kind of cool that you can do that. You can save yourself if they block and you do a bad hit confirm. You can spin the bar to save yourself. I kind of wish more characters had that as long as it's a true string. I hate when teleports can do it because that just feels cheap. Right, but for this move, it's kind of cool that you can enhance it and keep yourself safe. I think I do like that. So her anti-air seems really good. You can use that to get a crushing blow. That seems really strong. Her swarm is good for ending combos. Does it restand? Oh my gosh, these hitboxes though. To be fair, that's a Mortal Kombat-like thing. Some of the hitboxes in this game are just jank. So that restands no matter what. That's pretty sick. And then you have like the mix-ups you can do, right? So that's pretty cool. You can do the low, do the overhead. Only the low will actually combo, but that's still cool. I bet the low does combo in some variations, hopefully. We're only in variation 1 right now. So I can see the bug being good for setups. I just hope it's actually fast enough to actually do anything. And you are forced to block what comes out. That's the cool thing. It'll be really good for corner pressure because otherwise the opponent can try to backdash maybe and get away from it because the range is not very good on this thing. Oh, it got a little bit better since the combat cast, I think. It's a bit better. But it's still not that good. Yeah, you gotta be careful what you do, otherwise it just won't reach. And it could also extend combos in some situations. And if you want to spin the bar, you can actually throw. And that's gonna be what's really crazy to me, is like you can do that and get your combos going. That's pretty crazy. I can't wait to see how people use that if it's actually fast enough to get setups going. So here we have Tournament Variation 2. Tournament Variation 2. Ooh, I like this outfit. I like the color. Looks pretty cool. That back is so gross though. Get some new clothes, girl. All right, what we got here? Any new attacks? Oh, we do have less. It seems like we have less attack strings than before. So that's interesting. So that variation gives you new moves. Cool stuff. Okay, this all seems pretty standard. Deadly Swarm is new. Widow's Kiss, that's the move I like. I want to see that one. Here's the move that I actually was talking about earlier, I think, where you have to land something and you can call them back. I think this is that move. Yeah, where you call them back. So I think 1 will plant it, and then you call it back. It costs meter, but you get free damage there. I shouldn't say free damage because you are left vulnerable and the opponent can actually move while you're doing this, right? After you call the bug back, they can hit you during that. But if they're far away, that's free damage, and it's pretty good amount of damage too. So if you end your combo with this, and then like the opponent's trying to run away and play zoning and they're low on health, you just call it back and hurt them. So seems pretty good. And you can do more than 1, by the way. You can do 1, I think you can do 3 at least. So I think you can plant like 3 bugs on them, and then you can call them back. And it calls them all back, so that's pretty cool. And then if you enhance it, you get all 3 right away and more damage. So that's really cool. Wow, look at that. That was 2 moves. That was 2 moves. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's a lot of damage. Okay, that's pretty good. That seems pretty good because once again, you would combo into that, right? You would do this. And then you have your buggies and then you call them back. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if they go away if I'm hit. Okay, she hit me. Can I still call it back? Okay, good. the bugs do still stay inside. That's pretty good. So even if I'm hit or like I block, I can still call the bugs back. That's pretty cool. It's kind of like a little insurance policy. I like that. That seems pretty darn good. I don't see a problem with that. It seems like a pretty darn good move. Then we have Widow's Kiss. This move is just amazing. I love how it looks. Leaves the opponent somewhat close too, so I can still do my stuff. Now the problem is I don't really have the mix-ups. And by itself, it's only good for punishing projectiles, and it seems fast enough to do that for sure. And if I enhance it, and then I get my combos, right? So that's pretty sick. I like that. And can I get a jump in? I can. That's cool. That's not the combo you want to do, but I can get a jump in. That's pretty cool. What does more damage? That does more damage, but the hitbox doesn't seem super good on it. If you can, you want to do that, and then end with her anti-air. Or the babies, because you have babies in this variation. I don't know, this variation seems a lot better to me. It's not as good for setups though, or mix-ups, so you gotta play it like Noob Saibot, where you're just whiff punishing all day. But just having the ability to punish a projectile at any time seems pretty darn good. It seems good enough for that for sure. Not quite as OP as some characters, but it still seems pretty good. Can I use it to combo after the low? I wanted to see that. No, no way. So her low can't even like cancel into much of anything. It can do this maybe. Oh, the range is terrible though. Look at the terrible range on that thing. Oh, that's frustrating. I would be so salty if that missed. And then if like only the first hit lands, like that's the worst part. Imagine if the rest whiff, right? They can punish you. That's the worst part. Oh my god, they can punish me for getting the hit. Oh, that's really rough. That's really rough. Okay, I'm starting to see what people have issue with when it comes to D'Vorah. I'm starting to see it. That seems really rough, man. That's not good. Okay, so even though she does have setups and she can punish projectiles, I can definitely see where she's lacking. What do I do here either? I'm kind of like wondering, I do that? That's kind of cool. And then I can go like that and get my low, or I can do my overhead. So she still has that. She has like a distance 50-50. That's still fun. And what's her Fatal Blow look like? Let me go ahead and see this Fatal Blow real quick. Yeah, it's not a jump in anymore. I remember that broke Honeybee's heart, that it's not a jump in. The range seems pretty decent on it. Was it a mid? It is, so you can't avoid it by crouching. That's good. Some characters you can, like Aaron Black, so that seems pretty good. Aaron Black's still a great character, don't get me wrong, but you can 100% duck his stuff. Okay, and they're at a distance again, which I don't want, so that's kind of annoying. They're definitely not catering to this character's strengths with these distances, like the throws and the fatal blows leave them too far away for me to actually pressure. I guess I could do a projectile. Look at the animation on that stupid thing. The animation is so long. Look how long it takes me to block. That is ridiculous. So if I'm fighting Sub-Zero, even if like we both get hit, I'm stuck in the animation. That's ridiculous. That's really bad. Okay, well that's the problem. I think the enhanced version recovers almost faster, but it doesn't. So D'Vorah definitely has some things that work out in her favor. She has some really good whiff punishing, that's for sure. Up close, she has some like single hit 50-50s. She has this and this, both of which I'm sure are unreactable to, especially online. I don't see people reacting to that. Her low switches sides if you want to, but outside of that, it doesn't start off combos, so that kind of sucks. Her universal attacks seem really good though, like some of the best jump-ins I've seen in the entire game. Good reaching low, good reaching overhead. Can't really complain with that. Yeah, her pokes seem really good. She seems really good in the universal department. It just seems like she's lacking in other things, like she has no mix-up factor, like whatsoever, right? No mix-ups outside of these single hits, and that's it. Her throws outside of the corner don't seem very good because you're left far away from me, which is not where I'm good at with D'Vorah. So that does not seem very good either. And then her really cool stuff that I was interested in isn't even in her tournament stuff. So her overhead flip move, she doesn't have that in her tournament variation, so that sucks. So at tournaments, we're not going to see any of those overheads, which is what she needs actually to be good, I feel like. If they just gave her that overhead move, I think she would actually be a real force to be reckoned with. The ability to call back her babies seems really cool too. That seems like a really awesome ability, though she gives up like a lot of stuff to do that. She gives up offense for sure. And even if she's far away and tries to do that stuff, you can get teleport punished because the opponent's not stuck from the damage, right? Even if I do it, they're free to do whatever when I call these back. So if you're Scorpion and you see me do that, just teleport. You can just punish me. Against teleport characters, don't even try. Like, don't even try that. It won't even work, at least at high levels. So yeah, she definitely has her weaknesses. I like a lot of the stuff that she has. It seems like fun, but that's definitely a huge weakness. Ugh, that's rough. So she has no mix-ups. And she loses a lot of pressure to do her basic stuff. This move's nice, you know, it seems like she's good at countering zoning with this move, so this variation is like her counter zoning. The other variation, I think, is what you're gonna actually see though, for sure, her variation 1, because it has those setups. So D'Vorah definitely does seem to be on the lower end of the spectrum. I don't think she's the worst character in the game. I think that might sadly still go to Kotal Khan or Frost or Shao Kahn. Most likely Kotal Khan, poor guy, just doesn't seem very good in this game. Despite being made bigger, like much taller to be more imposing, he seems to be weaker in this game than he was in Mortal Kombat X. And D'Vorah is like that too, she's weaker in this game than she was in the past game so far. But I do think if they gave her just some of those extra moves for these variations, I think she'd be better, like almost immediately, because her universals seem really good. Like they seem decent. I like them, they seem like a lot of fun. The idea of her setups seem really good. This thing might be her best tool. Once people learn how to actually get this out and then attack before the opponent can attack them, because once again, if you block, it's all over, right? You lose the setup. Now, I should mention, once that bug is pooped out, it's go time. Like, once they poop that second bug out, it doesn't matter if you hit me, doesn't matter if I block something. But when I lay it, if you hit me, then we're in trouble, right? I think it has to land too. I think it has to land on the ground, and then it's time to go. So it seems like it might be good once players learn how to use that, but from what I've heard, D'Vorah players are having a tough time figuring out when to do those setups, because a lot of players are just pressing buttons, and they're either getting hit or being forced to block. Even though they were landing the combo and dropped the combo to do the setup, they still get hit. So once people discover that, I think D'Vorah is going to be really, really good. And if it turns out there's no way to actually get to that setup, then if they make it a little bit faster in a future update, then D'Vorah is going to feel really strong because she'll have actual setups and you'll be forced to block what she does next. And I almost forgot to mention that Mr. Poopy Bug does actually let you combo after your low hitting string. So if I do this, I actually do get a combo, so that's pretty darn cool. But yeah, thanks for watching everyone. I think we're about done looking at D'Vorah for today, so if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below. It really does help my channel out a ton. And then while you're down there, please let me know your thoughts on D'Vorah in the comments section below. And finally, why not keep that combo going by subscribing and ringing that bell? That way you never miss a future video. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.